I'm joined by 3 Oilers alumni, Craig MacTavish, Barrie, Stafford, and Kevin Lowe. Thank you so much for being here.
Great to be here.
And Craig, I think we all know someone who has been impacted by cancer. Are you able to share a little bit about your personal journey?
Yeah, I always kind of joked I was back in the NHL. I had or have non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, but I don't want to over-dramatize my illness because I was really lucky to have something that was as treatable as what I had. I did get treated about 8 years ago, and that was not easy, but fortunately it was successful, and I've been fine ever since. I've been so good that I've got it right in the back of my brain somewhere. You know, it's not something that I rarely ever think about.
And speaking about treatments, Barrie, the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50/50 for the playoff run is benefiting kids with cancer and the Alberta Cancer Foundation. Why do you think it's so important that new treatments and new medications come out, as well as support systems for families and patients going through treatment?
Well, first of all, thanks to the Community Foundation and the Alberta Cancer Foundation. But research is such a critical part of cancer treatment. Cancer is a very expensive disease, and without the help of groups like the Alberta Cancer Foundation supporting Dr. Michael Chu, the new treatments that are coming about today couldn't happen.
And we've now spoke to 2 of your friends who have battled cancer, and we all know the heartbreaking story of your friend Dave Semenko. Are you able to speak a little bit about what his journey meant to you and kind of your support role as a friend of somebody going through treatments and battling cancer?
Yeah, all our friends, our friend rather, Dave Semenko was such a big part of the Oilers team. Was so well liked by, one of the most popular players of all time in the Oilers history, and I was around Dave in those final weeks quite a bit. It was heart-wrenching. It came about so quick, a little shocking to all of us, quite frankly. But to see first of all the kind of support he had from the Cross Cancer, and in his last days, I know that if Dave was here, he'd probably have something humorous to say about it, but I can't think of anything humorous to say about cancer. And the NHL's in recent weeks have lost, Mike Bossy and Clark Gillies and most notably Guy Lafleur. So it impacts everyone in the world. It certainly impacted the hockey community and particularly us with Dave Semenko short years back. Again, these guys know better. They've spent a lot. Of course, I've heard a lot about it and have an understanding of it. But the kind of support that people are getting now. Barrie's a good example of, what he had a number of years ago. They've through research have been able to be quicker to getting to the healing process and saving a lot more people. Proportionally more people are getting saved, but the world is growing and there's more people with cancer. Just hope that we get to a day where all of this fundraising for research can end cancer.
Well, this 50/50 is definitely a great start. Thank you so much for joining us. You can purchase your 50/50 tickets in support of the Alberta Cancer Foundation and Kids with Cancer right now at edmontonoilers.com/50/50.